Hello and welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. Today I've got some random Temu haul items for us to go through today, but I do have one thing that's not Temu, and that is Niidor. They did send me out another bra, and I haven't taken a look at it yet, but this is one of their new ones. This is called their Magic Bra, and originally they wanted to send it out to me some time ago, but they didn't have one in my size. But they do have very large sizes available. They just didn't have my size because I'm a much smaller chested gal. So when they did come in stock and they did have them available, they did send one to me. And I just want to show it to you. It is so super smooth that it just feels like butter, and it feels like butter on your skin. And it has a lot of the nice features that hold its structure and shape right here. It does have built-in padding, and it does not look, no, it is not removable. So it is where it is and it's set where it's set. It's not going to be like a hugely padded bra, but just enough to be flattering. And they specialize in bras that are seamless, and they are very seamless. I've got a few bras from Niidor that I like to wear underneath of a tank top or a t-shirt, where it's going to be a little bit more tight and a little bit more revealing if you were to wear something that's a little bit thicker, or like a lace bra where those items kind of stick through or poke out through your shirt. But their bras are very beautiful, and they are very comfortable. If you are looking for comfort, and if you are looking for kind of something that's a little bit more stylish, this is probably one of the most stylish ones that I have from Niidor so far. I do like the nice thick bra straps. Those will be comfortable around your shoulders for those of you who have problems with your bra straps being a little bit smaller and cutting a little bit tighter into your skin. These are nice. You can remove them in the back and crisscross them in, if you want, in the back. It is not removable in the front, so it's just adjustable, and you can crisscross in the back, so it's a little bit convertible in that way. And it does have plenty of clasps on it. So again, originally they had these for more busty gals until they came out with a smaller one. So that's why the back strap is going to be wider in the back and have a lot of these little clasps on it to help give support in the back for those of you who are far more busty. So if you are a busty gal, you don't care about padding, but you want a nice, comfortable, seamless bra, check out Niidor. You can find Niidor on Amazon. I will have the link for this listed down below, as well as a coupon code if you are interested in picking anything from Niidor up. So let's talk about some Temu, shall we? I have a table full of goody goods that I'm going to go through with you today. And I do want to say that I do have some Temu makeup on that I am experimenting with, and you will see a product review another day. So I put it on and I filmed with it today, but to keep this video short, and for those of you who might not want to see the product review or see me applying it and what I think of it and first thoughts, it will be in a separate video, so that those of you who are just here to see the Temu products overall, that's what you're here for. That's what I've got. Review, separate video. So speaking of the makeup that I have tried on, let's go ahead and pull that out. So the first product is called Jeulia, I believe. It says Refreshing and Radiant Air Cream Cushion. I thought that I had picked up a matte product or something that was supposed to be oil absorbing or oil controlling, I will have to go into the description of this product, and I will maybe, write down here if it does say that it's supposed to be oil controlling or absorbing or something like that. But from the description on the box says radiant, and radiant throws me off because usually radiant does not bode well for my 42-year-old extremely oily skin. However, if you are a dry or a combo skin type, something like this might work out really well for you. Now, typically an air cushion foundation is going to be thinner, and it is going to be like a full coverage, depending. Some of them are going to be a little bit lighter, but most often they have a really nice full coverage. And it does come with an extra little refill that you can put into your compact when you are done with the one that came with it. So again, I've already used it, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like on the inside. So your top flap, you're gonna have your little puff that comes with it. And then when you open the flap, it will come nice and sealed. But of course, like I said, I have used it, so I've removed the seal, and it just looks like this. I do believe they only had 2 shades, and this is the darkest of the 2 that they had. Because I do have a little bit of sun since working outside and enjoying the summer, with or without sunscreen, I have caught a little bit of rays and put some color into my very pasty white skin. And then the second product is a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. Now, I cannot attest to it being exactly like a dupe or how it would compare to the Charlotte Tilbury powder, because I don't personally own it. To me, I can find some pretty decent powders within a reasonable price point, so I don't feel the need to go out and buy a $50 powder. So the reason why I say it's a Charlotte Tilbury dupe is because of its appearance. So this definitely looks like a Charlotte Tilbury dupe, from the packaging of the compact itself to the packaging of the box, even with those additional embossments. So again, I did use this today, and I did get a little bit of a darker shade for my skin complexion as it stands currently. But see, even inside does look like a Charlotte Tilbury dupe. So check out the review that's coming soon to a YouTube near you to tell you, or to let you know, my thoughts and feelings, and even Israel's thoughts and feelings on these products. The next one that I am reviewing in my review, and that I am currently wearing, are these eyelashes. So these are actually very beautiful, and I do like the flutteriness of these. And what I do is I will cut off the last 2 clumps so that they're about that short from the tip of my fingernail to the tip here. And I will put that on my eyes. If you have wider eyes or larger eyes, you wouldn't need to trim these, but I do because my eyes are a little bit smaller. And I do really like this version. I do like to have them a little bit more fluttery. They're not super 4D or 3D curled. They're just a very nice, fluffy, fluttery eyelash that is the kind that overall I really enjoy. So moving on, more cosmetics products. I did purchase a pack of these puffs. Again, watch the review to get my opinion on this. And this doesn't say how many are in here, but I did use 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6. It's a 6-pack. Now I've got some fashion stuff for you. I did pick up some more nails. Now what I can say is that the handmade nails have started to get a little bit ridiculously priced. I mean, compared to what it was. I used to be able to buy these really fancy frou-frou embellished up handmade nails between $3 and $5, $6, $7 at the most. But now they're like almost $10, $12, $13, and they're coming from local warehouse. Now, what I don't like about that is if I have to buy it from local warehouse, and it's the only one thing that I want to buy from that particular local warehouse, then I have to pay the $2.99 shipping fee. So your $10 nails are now $12, $13. Yes, it is still a better price than going out and paying $100 for these kinds of nails, but I'm disappointed in how it's changed so quickly over the last couple of months. But anyways, let me show you some of the ones that I have picked up, distributed from Temu, cattail, distributed from Temu, that I did find after searching that I did not have to pay shipping on. And that is pair number 1. I really like that ombre effect. Now, what I could say to that starburst that is on this nail, it does poke out or stand out a little bit on either side of the starburst down on this side. But what I am going to do is I did get like a special nail epoxy glue that I am going to kind of beat up, tuck underneath there, UV light cure it, and then that way it will be nicely contained and not snake. So if you ever want to pick up some of these and you like the embellishments, but you don't like the snag factor of it, especially if you're going to be wearing some nice sweaters, for example, or if you like to wear your hair down and you like to move your hands through your hair, try that. So I will link down below the glue that I am talking about. I did a previous video on it, so I'll see if I can go through on the previous videos. If it's not there, if it's not available anymore, I won't be able to link it, but I will do my best. Moving on to the next pair, I'm gonna save the best pair for last. This one is really kind of neat. I like the one right here that says don't touch me, but then it's crossed out. So basically touch me. A little sassy, but it's still adorable. And I really didn't even realize that it said that until it arrived. It's like, oh well, it's a little sassy, but it kind of fits my attitude anyways, you guys. And I did pick them all up in large because I do have pretty fat nail beds. And the last one I picked up, now this is my favorite. And I may have paid shipping and handling for this because I just couldn't resist its adorableness and I thought it was worth the price. But it is super cute. I mean, look at that. You have watermelon, avocado, orange, lime, or lemon, I should say, grapefruit, kiwi, maybe dragon fruit. I'm not sure what kind of berry that purple one might be. So just a really fun set. And this is the one that I am going to be putting on next after I take the time to take these off. These were a very long nail, but then I cut them short and I've just been wearing them short. And it is kind of nice to have short nails. So I'm kind of enjoying it for the moment. That's why I haven't changed them out for a while, but they're starting to grow out and it's looking a little funky. But in case you're wondering, the Temu glue that I've been using, these things have not popped off. My nails break before my nails pop off. So taking these off is kind of a nightmare. And I've been procrastinating on it for that reason as well. But anyways, moving on into some more fashion. I could not resist these. So when it comes to be boot season, I like to have sometimes some funky cute socks that pop up over my boot and then I just kind of scrunch it down. But look at how adorable these are. So this is your old school ways that we would watch movies, was on these JVC VHS tapes. and I saw this and it just really brought me back in the day, and I just thought these were adorable. Now they have they are digital printed, which most of your socks like this, that's how it's going to come. Unfortunately, they are not like a super soft, fluffy interior kind of cotton feel. They are a little bit scratchy. So if that's not your jam, I would maybe stay away from these. But to me, I don't mind that. I don't need a super soft sock on my foot. I know some people do, but I don't really care. I hate to wear socks. It doesn't matter what the heck they're made out of. I mean, they could be made out of rabbit fur and I would still not want to wear them because I don't like things on my feet. But that's just me. That's just me. And here's another one. So this one, I don't know how many of you remember Archie and Veronica. This was an old school little magazine that we used to pick up and read all kinds of fun antics from Archie and Veronica. And again, it is that same kind of digital print, the same interior, so not super soft again. And I don't believe that these were from the same distributor. They were different distributors. And of course, everything that is still available, obviously, will be linked and listed down below. And what I have been doing, just FYI for you guys, is if things are no longer available, what I am trying to do is find comparable items that I can link for you guys down below. Now, sometimes the prices are going to be higher, sometimes they're going to be lower, or the dimensions might be a little bit different, but overall, very much the same of what I purchased that is out of stock. So keep an eye out for that as well. Next pair of socks. These are going to be kind of fun, but a little bit more feminine, a little bit more practical, a little bit more cutesy wootsy than sassy. And these look like this. How cute is that? They've got these nice embroidered little flowers popping off of them. Now, these are softer, but again, they are not lined, so they're not going to be fleece lined, but these are going to be a much warmer sock. So this is going to go great underneath of a pair of boots in the winter time. Just absolutely gorgeous as far as the print goes. There's different styles, different colors by different distributors. Now, if you guys are doing the thing that I've been trying to teach you guys by taking a listing, once you take the listing and you find the picture that best looks like the item that you're searching for. Let's say, for example, the listing is for an item that's being shipped by local warehouse and you don't want to pay the shipping. Tap a photo that looks best like it. The screen will darken at the top and the bottom and your photo will be more zoomed in. Then in the upper right-hand corner, which this is your right, there will be a little camera icon. Tap that camera icon. That will bring you up distributors who are offering either the same or very similar products. You can sift through and you can find ones that are shipped from Temu. You can find the ones that are shipped from local warehouse. You can find different colors, different sizes, and different prices. So keep an eye on that. That's how I'm able to search for things that I want to buy for lower prices. Because those prices on Temu are always changing, you guys, always changing. So keep an eye on stuff like that. That's a really good way to shop and find the sale prices. So the last fashion piece that I have is another pair of socks slash leg warmers. And I got these to fit a particular shoe. Now you are just going to have to wait for that video to come out when I wear an outfit with that shoe. But for now, I will show you what the socks look like. So these guys are, like I said, kind of a sock, kind of a leg warmer. So how the model had it on was, let me see if I can do it and I can show it to you. She had it, halfway up her leg, and oh, look at my dirty feet, you guys. Hi, I've been walking outside barefoot. How gross is that? I am so sorry, but she had it like this. So it was halfway on her foot and then obviously halfway up her leg. And then to keep it up on your leg, you take one of these strings, lift it around however many times, wherever you want to put it, and you can tie a pretty little bow and you can jazz it up with these. So again, you're just gonna have to wait until I style it with an outfit and a pair of shoes. So for now, that's your sneak peek. So now I've got some jewelry and glasses pieces. I want to say that these are the earrings that I picked up from my daughter with her name on it. I haven't opened it yet, so I kind of want to be surprised, but I think that's what they are. And these are ones that you can go into on Temu. So if you want to go into the search bar and type personalized items, you can personalize so many different things, you guys. And because she has such a funky spelling for her name, I wanted to pick her up some earrings that said her name. And yes, ooh, those are actually really, really pretty. So it says her name, Aliyya, and they will kind of creep up your ear, kind of like an ear crawler. So there's a couple of different fonts and a couple of different types, I believe, within this listing, but this is the style that I chose because I thought that would be really cute for her. So I'm excited to see what she thinks about that. Another jewelry piece is I did pick up another ring holder. Now I can't remember if this is one that I bought in the under 99-cent or under $1 section. It very well could have been, but I know this was just very expensive. I just needed another ring holder. I've got a ring that's a holder that's supposed to support like 100 rings, you guys. And I don't have 100 rings, but here's the thing. I have a lot of big rings, so they take up a lot of space, and it has filled up my ring holder. So I did get a second one. It doesn't have a clear lid or anything. It just is like this, but this would be nice if you had a drawer that you just had your jewelry in and you picked up a bunch of things like this and you put in all of your rings or pins or something like that, and you had it nicely organized in a drawer so that you could just pull out your drawer. So if you get things like this is actually very aesthetically pleasing, but it was very, very inexpensive. And the reinforcement on this is so much better than the other one that I got. And it, you know, like it doesn't bend. It's very nicely structured. And it is all kind of felt lined. So I think this is actually a very nice quality one for the price that I paid for it. And great for a drawer organizer if you guys do that with your jewelry. The last thing I'm going to show you is some stuff that I picked up for glasses. Now, some of you may have seen my Phi 2 eyeglass wear review that I did on my channel, and I love this is my Phi 2, one of the pairs of Phi 2 glasses, which, by the way, I'm sorry if you're getting distracted by the glare of the ring lights. I've been wearing contacts far too long, and I just needed to give my eyes a little bit of a break today because they are a little bit on the burny side. So, and I can't see far. So, so I'm wearing my Phi 2 glasses today. And what I did put on them, which see all the makeup that collects on them, they are these things right here. This in between the nose things, some little pads. So I thought those would be nice to prevent my glasses from slipping forward. And they come in a pack like this. And it says 10 pairs. It says there are 10 pairs in there. See, I can see close up really well, but I just can't see far. And then the other couple of things that I picked up are, so when you actually go to get your glasses at an eyeglass store, they will kind of melt down the plastic just a little bit in a special machine and kind of mold these to your head. But in case that you buy your glasses online like these were and they don't fit your head quite right, like if you have a thinner, more slender head than I do, I picked up a couple of different options. So this is one bag of options and they look like this. These are just little rings that you would put on your glasses. And can I get it through? Well, shucks. This is too big to fit. Coy. You're making me eat your kitty fuzz. There's a little slit anyways in the center of this. My camera does not want to focus today. So there's a slit in there and you're supposed to be able to slide it through and it would look like that on your glasses. But this is too big or too fat for that. So you're gonna have to consider only getting them if you have more slender part right here. And then the second option that I picked up, which probably won't fit either. Yeah, you just stay up there and be good. Don't give me that stinky poop eye. Hey, don't look away from me. I'm talking to you. Behave. She acts like a teenager. Anyways, this is the second option that I picked up. And this comes in a bag of 5 pairs. So this one you would slide onto your glasses like so. And then of course this part would go back behind your ears. So will this one fit? No. Perhaps I just didn't think too far ahead. Oh well, it was a thought. I could probably come up with something else, but for now, I have the little rubber nose slip grips on there. And so far it's working out just fine. I can put my head down and shake it and it slides down a little bit, but it doesn't slide off. Whereas before they would go whoop and slide right off. So there's that. Now, let's talk about some electronics, guys, because I think these things are kind of cool. Now, I feel like because I don't have lights directly above me, all I have is the availability to have light further back in that section of my room, and then that one that I forgot to turn on. Clearly, now that I'm looking at it, either that or I had it turned on in my part. I thought something looked wrong in my viewfinder and I just couldn't figure out what it is until I started talking about lights. So there you go. The other light is now turned on. So anyways, all I have are the light behind me and the light forward of me in the 2 separate parts of this big, large downstairs area. And then of course, all the other lights that I have that are kind of shining at me directly. And so I thought I wanted to put something above my head. And thankfully we don't have the foam tiles that are up above us. It is actually, it's a popcorn ceiling, but it is an actual ceiling, so I'm grateful for that. But I did find these. So these are just hanging lights. It came in a 2-pack, and what you can do is instead of hiring an electrician and having them drill a hole into your ceiling and having them run a power source to the area that you want to put in a new light, what you do is you plug this into an outlet and then you hang this from the ceiling. Now, unfortunately, this is not very long. If I extend it arm to arm, that would be pretty much exactly my height. So that would make it like 5'8", maybe 6 feet in total from here to here. So not very long to run a line inconspicuously up a wall and have it come up and over and hang over your head. So you will obviously need, for that reason, an extension cord. And it does come with little hooks. So you would put the little hook, screw the little hook up into the ceiling, and then hang this from the hook and put in your light bulb. Now this is a style that I really do like, but we're kind of into that steampunk kind of stuff when it comes to stuff like this in our upstairs family room. So we really like this fashion to put like an Edison bulb in, and that would be really cool looking. But because we're down here and I need a little bit more light, I will be putting in a more powerful light. And then that way I have lights hanging above me. But you guys could do this. Let's say you have because I have one very similar to this, but just like 10 times more expensive, on my wall, but it also has a sconce that comes with it. I have it up on a wall that hangs over my couch, so that, you know, if you're doing something on your couch, like you're reading or what have you, you have a little lamp that's right there on that wall overhanging your couch. So these are actually really nice to have, instead of calling an electrician and paying a pretty penny. So enough talking about that. Let's move on to the next product. Okay, so the next electronic centered product is going to be this guy. What is this guy? So this is for one of your big outlet thingamajiggers that have all the multiple outlets in it. So it's for one of those big, huge things. So you put that, and I have a bunch of stuff in here to show you, but you put the cord in here, you put the base of it in here, and then all of the cords will come out of here. So it kind of makes it, let me see if I can pull this up without disconnecting anything. One of these. You see what I'm saying? One of these things go in there. So instead of it having all, you know, all these crazy cords going here, there, and everywhere, you can kind of disguise it and dress it up a little bit better, and also help prevent those cords from being pulled on or squashed up at the top, damaging that cord. And then you put your lid on there, and you can store some additional charging cords in there, you know, right next to it if you wanted to, so that if you have charging cords that you don't have enough spots for and you have to kind of swap them out from time to time, but you don't want to lose your cords, you can put them in here as well. So great little idea on that. And I'm going to put this on the back of my couch because that's where we have one of these things. And there's like, it's cord galore city over there because that's where the outlet is back behind the couch. And that's where we sit and we watch our YouTubes and we do stuff on our laptops and stuff. So we need all of those charging cables. And so it's just kind of a mess. So I wanted to try this. Now, what is also nice is that this lid, you could put your cell phones on it, and then your phones don't fall off the back of the couch and end up back behind. So kind of nice with all of this. And for the price, it was pretty decent. I really enjoy that. Now, as far as cord organization goes, this is another really nice one. So I have tons of these little cords for all the little electronic pieces that I get from Temu. And I just thought that this would be a really nice way to store everything. You can separate it out to what kind of cords they are. So USB-C, USB, micro USB, lightning cable, all of that jazzity jazz. And it has two sections. So that's the top section. And then there is a bottom section as well. There are 1-tiered and 2-tiered. So when you look for these kinds of things, if you're interested in this one in specific, this one I will link down below for you, but you can find ones that are a little bit cheaper, but they're just the 1-tiered. So it will just have like the top portion and not this bottom portion, but you can put larger items in here. Obviously, you can do it, you can attach these several different ways, however you wanted to attach them, however you want to hold things in there. And of course, another larger zippy pouch for, again, larger things. You could put your charging blocks in there. You could put your little tablets in there, your phones, whatever you need to do to carry and organize your electronic cords and electronics. So anyways, moving on, I picked up a couple of lighters. Now, when I looked at the image, I really wasn't expecting this to be as small as it is. So I'm a little astonished. It is a 2-pack. They put the design on this way on this one, design on this way on this one with this little power switch here, power button on the back. They're really super thin. They're thinner than a phone. And they're made out of plastic, you guys. But anyways, you flip it up, tap the little power switch, and it will warm up. Let's see, will it do it for me? There we go. And it'll warm up and it'll turn red, and then you can use that to light a cigarette. It gets hot enough to do that. So really cheap quality. They are chargeable because they are electronic, but I don't know. Not as expected. Do they work? Yeah, they work. But you know, I suppose if you just want something slim and slender, that these would work out really well for you. Maybe make it so that it's very obvious that somebody else has pocketed your lighter, because you can very obviously say, hey, that's my lighter. You know, again, not as expected. They did come in individual boxes. It wasn't, like I said, a 2-pack, and then they do come with their little individual chargers. And I have said this a gajillion times before, when you are charging any of these itty bitty little products from Temu, even things that have cords that come with itty bitty chargers like this, use the chargers that come with it. You don't have to use the exact same one, but just use one of the small ones. Don't be using your long power cords that are like this, that are designed for cell phones or laptops, because it puts out too much juice and it won't charge your product, and it could potentially damage your product. So use the small ones. Second to last product that I have to show for you is a car product. Now, they look a little Willy Wonka, but this is what it is. It is a product that goes in between your seat and your center console, and you put your seat belt through here. So your seat belt buckle will go in here, and then that way when your seat moves back and forth, this will move with your seat. So that makes that really nice. And then it has these little sleeves in it. Now they're not very deep, so I would say it's maybe about 1 inch deep. So you're not gonna be able to put much stuff in here, but it will also serve as a nice catch-all, so that when your stuff falls down into the depths of no return, that you can never get them out. This will help prevent that. I do have a different one that I have done on a different haul that you would have seen very recently. So check that video out. I do like that one versus this one for the amount of stuff that I can put in it, or the depth of the pocket, so that I can put different things in it that I want, that I would like to keep in there in that little pouch. I will put the word down, but I'm not gonna say it. What I like to carry here, right front, up front and center, right next to my side, easy access. Again, right down here, I'll spell it out for you, but I'm not gonna say it, so I don't wanna get into trouble for saying it. Anyways, guys, this is nice. It's gonna move with your seat, so I like that feature about it. I just wish that these were a little bit deeper. So Perhaps what I'll do is I'll put one on the passenger side, and or I can give these to my partner and see what he thinks of them. Now, speaking of my partner, this is the last item. When it came, I was so dang boggled. I'm like, what is this? What did I order? I have no idea what this is, because it's this. And I was like, well, what is that? It looks like this. And I thought, well, that's even crappy quality, whatever it is. But then I realized that there's a film on it. So then I did pull the film off, and then I went to my orders and I figured out what it is. So let me zoom you out and I will show you what it is. That's it. That's all it is. Now, why is this practical, you may ask? Because this will cover up a section of your countertop that you need to have protected from your friends and family members, or the people that you live with that come over and decide that putting gloppy things all over your countertop is an appropriate thing to do, because they do it at their house and now your countertop is getting damaged. Now, I don't have a countertop that can be easily damaged, but it is a pain to clean nonetheless. So what I like to do is I like to have cutting boards that are kind of propped up. They're the more aesthetic pleasing ones, the nice wood ones. So I have one that I have propped up right above my counter space so that it's right there. Easy access, right there. We're zooming in, so I'm like right there. Let me put the camera back. So it'll be right there and easy to get to. Now, however, that's on one countertop, but my partner likes to chop up his limes. If you live with a Mexican, you know what I'm talking about. Limes, city limes, and cilantro everywhere. But he likes to make his drinks with lime juice. And every day, every night, everything that he uses and eats, he likes to put lime in. And he likes to just chop them up on my chopping block, kind of a center island kind of a situation that I had purchased from Amazon a few years back. I've got it butted up against the adjacent wall of my counters, and it's got a wood top. And it's getting scrubbed to death from lime juice, which kind of is acidic and it eats away. And so I'm like, we got to change this. So I did this. I bought this so that we can put this on that and that wood and protect it. And it's a black kind of an island with a nice wood top. So I thought the black would match nicely and help to maybe conceal stuff. I don't know, because this is super shiny. So anything that gets on here, it's going to be totally obvious that it's there because it's so shiny. So that is officially the last product I have to share with you guys today. This was so random. But here's the thing. Now, I know you guys like watching all of the fashion ones, the funky fashion, and that's great. I love that you love that. But sometimes I need to buy other stuff. You know what? I don't know how I could have forgotten about this, guys. This is my last product. The shirt that I'm wearing. I mean, I'm sitting here staring at it in the viewfinder. Maybe I just need to go eat something. Yeah, that's what I need to do. So anyways, this shirt, this is a local warehouse shirt, but I love She-Ra. She-Ra was my girl, my jam. I have little She-Ra dolls, and I tried to look up how much they are worth, even the used ones. They're worth a pretty penny. He-Man was everywhere. So He-Man, you can go to an antique place or a place that sells not necessarily antique but vintage things. So you can go to vintage stores and / antique stores, and you can get a bag full of He-Man toys for $20. But one simple She-Ra thing you could be paying a pretty penny for, because she's more rare. But she was my jam, you know, princess of power. And I love horses. I loved horses so much growing up that I was constantly drawing horses all the time. It was horses, horses, horses. And so of course, here's her horse, Swift Wind. And just one of my biggest favorite memories growing up as a child was watching the She-Ra cartoons, which you still can watch. P.S. by the way, I do believe on Amazon, Amazon Prime, that you can still watch She-Ra episodes. So looking back at them now, I kind of have to laugh because everything seems so cheesy, but back in the day, we just thought that it was the bee's knees. But that is the last thing I have to show to you for today. And I did, like I was saying, pick it up at local warehouse, and I did pay the $2.99 shipping fee, and I didn't care. I saw it and instantly put in cart, buy now, which you can do. So a Temu will make sure that you order up to $20 worth of stuff, but you don't have to do that with local warehouse. You can just add to cart and buy a local warehouse item, and if it's the only thing you want to order that day, or that's all you have the money to buy is that one local warehouse thing, and pay the $2.99 shipping fee, you can do that. So I mean, pros and cons to the local warehouse thing, but I couldn't pass it up. If you know, you know, right? And tell me in the comments below, what was your favorite childhood cartoon growing up? And that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you, as always, for stopping by and checking things out over here. Don't forget to check the description box down below. Lots of goody goods down there, including a coupon for Niidor and some Temu coupons for new and existing users as well. If you do not know how to use the coupon code, feel free to reach out to me. And it is a great way to save money and build up. Oh, now you can see my microphone. That Koi zoomed you, she zoomed you out. Let me zoom you back in. Anyways, guys, using a coupon code is a great way to save more money on their already low prices. So anyways, guys, thank you again for stopping by. Things are getting a little cray over here, so we're gonna get going. So say bye, YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Bye, guys.